Caleb might get a concussion.
I might as well start a little series about automation.
Hot Wheels released a Cybertruck RC car. I'm gonna do this with a real one. It's time for another behind the scenes look at what happens here at Hacksmith Industries. We've got an exciting week ahead. I finally got a package that I've been expecting for over a year now, and we'll be opening it up. We've also got some behind the scenes footage of an upcoming Spider-Man project. We've got some more details about our Jarvis home automation system here at the shop. And finally, we got some new 3D printers, so we're going to be setting those up. Hope you guys enjoy.
So, Lulzbot, new sponsor of the channel, has sent us a bunch of printers and filament. Let's open the box and see what they sent us.
I'm really excited for these because one of these should be a dual extruder, and we'll now be able to do dissolvable supports, which is going to make a game changer for our channel.
Let's get into it.
All right, should we undo filament first?
Yeah, I think we'll leave the printers for last. Saying that.
That is a lot of green.
This is a big roll of, I don't know what this is. 3 kilogram spool of PLA.
We have a lot of green PG.
3 kilogram spools of PLA.
Is that 3 kilograms?
Yep.
Jeez. You know what they say about big printers? Gotta have big rolls of filament. It's actually funny because one of the first 3D printer sponsorships we ever gotten was from Lulzbot, and we still have that printer. That is a massive spool.
That's 3 kilograms of Lulzbot green. This is the exciting box. Bogdan, you're gonna love this one.
Fully dissolvable, yes.
This filament can be printed out with the printer. It'll work with PLA, ABS, and other filaments. And then when you put the part in water, this stuff will just dissolve into the water, leaving the full part on its own. This one's also really cool.
Ooh, yes.
Polymax PC, polycarbonate.
The only thing that's technically stronger than polycarbonate is nylon, but nylon is really difficult to print. Having this actually be fully supported by Lulzbot means that hopefully we should just be able to hit a button and print with some of the strongest and some of the best filament around. I want to open this. I mean, it feels like any other filament. I don't know what I expected. Actually, the windows we made on the Cybertruck, which were, you know, impact resistant, were polycarbonate. And you saw how strong those were. Like, we threw a metal ball, just bounced right off. So polycarbonate is really cool. I'm guessing this is another box of 3 kilogram spools, but we'll find out. That's the best part of this. Oh, those are the accessories. This is accessory. This is 1.2 millimeter high-speed head. This is the equivalent to the more extruders that we have on the previous printers. Just a massive nozzle putting out a crap ton of filament. Other weird materials of this stuff. Plugged in. What is this? Highly flexible nylon. So, remember how just a few minutes ago I said that the only thing better than polycarbonate is nylon? If we can print with this consistently and easily, it'll be a complete game changer. Highly flexible. This is flexible. What is? That is really impressive. So yeah, grab a spool of PLA. Show what happens if you do that with PLA. Oh, this stuff isn't breaking. That's flexible PLA, Ben. Grabs the non-breakable PLA. So these two look absolutely identical, and that's, I mean, because they're both the same color. But chemically, in the actual plastic is very, very different. So watch this. PLA. See that? Nylon. That is incredible. That'll mean we can make things, like, I would not be surprised if you could hang on this. Actually, I want to try. Yep. No. The knot untied. The knot untied didn't even break. Okay, let's try this one more time. Hopefully that knot doesn't untie. That's a proper rock climbing knot there. Ooh, that's really scary still. On a piece of 3D filament. Tell me what else can do that. Rope. Okay. Here's some more filament. See what it is. More 3D fuel. Cool. Harvest Gold PLA. And then more PLA. This is orange PLA. Look at that. That's a nice orange. You're probably wondering what's going on. Well, we're doing the Spider-Man test for Spidey Test. Caleb might get a concussion. Who knows? Hecklorian Spider.
We got the whole crew.
Whole crew? 4 cameras. 4 cameras.
And there's going to be 1 concussion. Tyler's also here on ball duty. Yes.
Yes,
You're gonna hook it as hard as you can.
I gotta practice my volleyball skills. Like, how else am I supposed to do that?
You talking, yelling?
I think that's
Rolling. Rub. Flat. Ready? And then we might have to try it a couple times so we get the right. Hey, don't put this in the vlog.
So, James wanted me to print these Ahsoka Tano lightsaber handles on our Phenom resin printer using the awesome fast resin that we have. The print was super fast, and let's take it out and see how it looks. So, when I was out for a walk having fun this weekend, I got a message from James and it was, hey, can you print this thing on our printer this week? And I said, sure, why not? So I looked up the grad cab link and it was these lightsabers. So, came in on Monday and printed them. 40 hours later, they're done. Let's take a look. Awesome. These look great. I'm gonna go take them to James. So James, got these lightsaber parts that you wanted.
Man, that print quality is awesome. Like 8 years ago, when I worked in the engineering industry, like this would be a freaking expensive part to make. Like, this would be like several $100s. And for us, what would it cost? Like,
That would have been about
$10 in
That
material?
would have been, yeah, $5 to $10 in resin.
And we've already got the machine. And damn, nice. Nice work.
Thanks.
Are they katana lightsabers?
Ahsoka's lightsabers, because she's got one big one and one small one, but I think the lightsaber lengths are the same, so like why? I guess we'll find out in the next season of it. Maybe.
Hey, I need some content.
Is this a microphone? Damn.
What's the whiteboard for?
So I figured since we did a video last time about the awesome little doorbell, it's not really a doorbell, it's a speaker to announce stuff. I might as well start a little series, very tiny mini series about automation and what we're going to be doing at the shop, what we have at the shop and how it works. But before we start that, I'm going to have to link everybody to this video because here I'll be explaining how it's all connected. It's going to be a big mess on the board. In the shop here, I use specifically two things. One of them is Node-RED or Node.js, and we also have OpenHAB. So the layout of those things is something like this. So here we have a box, and this would be main control server area right here, which we talked about last time, which MQTT is called Central Communication Broker, OpenHAB, user interface, edge devices, and API centralization, acts as the central communication between all other systems and even notifications. Right. So right here is a really quick overview of the flow and layout of all the devices. This isn't everything in the system, but this is some/most of the things in the system. The controller will talk to here. This will spread out the message. So one message goes in, many applications could grab that same message and do the required actions with that notification. However, the biggest issue is all of this in here has very low level access, especially for something like lights and everything else. So you don't want to just give someone like Owen, who's behind the camera, access to the lights specifically directly into here, because not only do you get access to the lights, you get access to the bots that read system status, updates, self-reboots, manage timers, and everything else. So what we need to do is something very nice and very tricky, so that way people here at the shop could also use the system, but not access to specific APIs and codes. So what we need to do in that regard is we need to create an imaginary line over here from all the systems that will allow the people to access. So beyond this line, what we're going to be doing is something like this. So over here, we are going to write a script that's going to be a simple relay. Yeah, we can write this in any kind of code as long as it's able to connect to the initial broker. So this relay will be able to communicate to here, see everything that this MQTT broker is reading, selectively choose the exact commands that it needs, and pass it down to an exact copy of the MQTT. These two are mirror images of themselves without the additional API overhead connections. So for example, if this one has light switch 1, this one has light switch 1. If you turn it on here, it will turn on here. So they mirror each other, and only one of them, the main host one, is responsible for the final action. However, this allows me to give access to anybody without them being able to break the whole system. Cool. And then from here, we have, again, the copy of the OpenHab UI. That's kind of how it works on a top level.
Yeah.
I could put more in here, but there's not enough board. And the good thing about this is you could run this on a Raspberry Pi. I don't suggest it. I would suggest something with an Intel CPU, so that way you could maybe even do containers. So that way you could virtualize all these components within one machine. You could put it on battery power. Therefore, the whole entire system's always backed up and always operational. Even if the internet goes out, the power goes out, we still could track it in some form. So there's always redundancies built in.
Okay, so we know how it works, but like, where can you apply this? What's that top part?
So let's ignore everything below this line. This is just details. You go open up the UI, you press light on. Light on message gets transferred into here as a request. The main service dictates whether or not you are allowed to press that light at that point in time, the security zone or not. If it is allowed, it replies back, yes, you're all good. Who needs this message? Then it gets spread out to the rest of the system and goes all the way up to something like our lights, which are running on a program called Tasmota. So let me go and show you how this is actually working in real time. All right, we wanted to do this at Unit 5, but unfortunately they're currently recording. See the record light? It's on over there. That's also part of the system. You push a button, turns the record light on. So instead I'm gonna show it to you here in Unit 3. As I was saying, in the user interface, you could do something like this. You go to Unit 3 lunchroom, which is what we designate this place, and you press off. It works, and then you can just press it back on. That's how it works, and the communication for that is actually, I think I could go show you the actual smart switches. And here they are. There's currently no cover on them, so you can see them better. So as I press on this UI, it's going to communicate back to the server and check that right now we are currently in work hours. So that will allow us to actually turn on and off the lights which are not being used by the film crew, as an example. So I'm gonna press on gallery, and as you saw, it clicked, lights went off. Same thing, press it again, awesome. So what the switch is receiving is the message from MQTT telling it to turn on. However, using a tablet is not the only way to turn it on. Quite obviously, you could press the button, it works, or we could connect the system to any other IoT device, like this little button right here. So if you press it, it's going to be for this light over here. Yeah, flicking a light switch is cool and all, but what else can we do? So over here, we have a power meter, which allows us to, well, there we go, read the power of the shop. Alongside the power meter, we have our DMX controller for dimming lights. Looks a little like this. And with this simple slider, we could just dim the light. But not only can we dim just one light, sure, it's fun, take the slider, or we could just do all lights at once in a fancy effect. Yeah. You've probably seen these in the videos. These are our nice lit posts. These are also controlled by the system. All I need to do is press on any animation I want, and we got effects. Let's change the color. Oh, and what color you want?
Purple.
Purple. Woohoo! And the same applies to our logo. Oh, I mean, that's a simple overview. Let's head back to the office. Well, that's about all the automation that I think I should be allowed to show you. All the other stuff is secret for now. However, I'd want you guys to, down in the comments below, tell us what you think that we should do here at the shop in terms of automation. Come up with something crazy if you want. Good? Yeah? Yeah?
Good.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Now get out one. Go.
What?
I got stuff to do.
One.
Nice.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, a full tool set.
That is awesome.
Huh, not having to go steal Allen keys from downstairs. That is looking really nice. Look at these cable tracks. Everything's on cable tracks. And wait a second, I've never seen that before in a 3D printer.
What?
Belt-driven Z-axis.
Whoa! That's gotta be fast then.
Yeah. I can already see so many different upgrades over the last Lulzbots that we have.
This thing is amazing.
Okay, let's pull this out. My first full-time project here was actually 3D printing a giant Xarius particle cannon. And that was just, we had 4 Lulzbots running day in and day out for an entire week. And a filament sensor.
Oh, that's awesome for more shooters.
Okay, let's get this out of the way. I want to open up the dual extruder one.
So as you can see here, this printer has 2 separate extruders with 2 separate filaments, meaning we can print multicolored or print with dissolvable support.
This will basically allow us to have 2 different filaments. We can basically put in some, some nylon or polycarbonate into one of them, and then dissolvable supports for the other.
Or even parts where we want polycarbonate and nylon in the same part. We can print them together, so different parts of the print will be flexible, some will be rigid.
Wait a second, no. It totally is. These 2 are on servos. They basically actually swap heights. So see, one of the biggest things with dual extruders is getting both of these nozzles to be exactly the same height. But this one actually moves the 2 nozzles individually up and down. And that means you can level them individually. And then in software, figure out what their difference is, which is really cool. Okay, I want to get this thing printing. Let's go. Right now, Ben, let's get us out. This is awesome.
So one thing I love about Lulzbot printers is they combine 3D printed parts and metal parts in all of their assemblies. So if you take a look at this bed, the rails are metal, the end plates are metal, but we have a bunch of these 3D printed mounting pieces. Everything that can be 3D printed is 3D printed, everything that can be metal is metal. As compared to some 3D printers where they're all 3D printed or some where they're all metal, Lulzbot strikes an awesome balance and all their printers are easy to work on, easy to repair, while still being more than strong enough. That was incredibly easy. This printer's ready to go. Well, it fits perfectly. Bang!
That is really cool. I want another sticker on this thing. The more stickers the printer comes with, the better the printer, right?
A lot of boxes.
So Lulzbot actually has their own slicer software, which works really well. And what a slicer basically does is it takes their 3D model and cuts it up into individual thin pieces that the printer then makes layer by layer. So it actually will break it down into the tool path that the printer will basically use to extrude the plastic. Lulzbot Slicer, in addition to being really easy to use, also has the ability to do dual extruder printing because of their dual extruders. Okay, I think Ben is done setting up the filament. I want to give this a try.
I got the part sliced on this USB stick. Let's get to it. Yeah, it's already. Print's almost done, and it's looking really good. Thanks Lulzbot for sending us these printers. We're gonna use them a ton.
Okay, we just got this. I'm gonna go surprise James with it. I'm kind of excited myself, so let's do it.
It's not in there.
Extra, extra. We've only got one.
Extra, extra.
We did it! Yay!
The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV.
So back in November 2019, Elon Musk announced the Cybertruck.
Welcome to the Cybertruck unveil.
I pre-ordered mine, and then our team built a half-scale Cybertruck. Shortly after, Hot Wheels released a Cybertruck RC car, a 1/40th scale and a 1/10th scale for pre-order. I ordered it over a year ago, and it's finally here. I'm so excited to open this up and see what it is, because it's supposed to be very accurate. Like, we should see more detail in this remote control car than we had when we were building the half-scale Cybertruck. So I think that's really cool. Let me just grab my handy dandy Hacksmith bottle opener keychain that also doubles as a box opener. Oh, it comes in a metal case. Oh, this is a collector's item. Look at that. my God. Cybertruck. Ready? Cybertruck shaped piece of foam. Oh my God. Bogdan is gonna flip his because he spent so long trying to figure out how to design that. Oh my God. No Cybertruck license plate? What the heck? Oh. I can't wait. I can't wait for my real Cybertruck. Like, is this not like the perfect vehicle? It's got some heft to it. Like, it's got some weight. Ooh, look at the suspension. Independent suspension. Front not independent. Back is independent though. Bumper guard. Yes, this Cybertruck is fast. It's highly recommended that you install the bumper guard. Now it comes with stickers, so you can put the cracked windows in. It's 4-wheel drive, full LED headlights, 2 speed modes, real rubber tires. We'll have to bring Bogdan in here for a reaction.
Oh, 100%. I just shared.
Yeah. Good thing I put that bumper on. So it doesn't have good braking. Like if you accelerate, you can't be like, oh no, and turn on the other.
Do it again. Do it again.
Just done it.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Oh my God. And this is 30% throttle right now. It's got a little rubber thing to stop you. All right, let's go out where there's more space. I hit all the table legs. Like, there's only one table leg, and I hit it. Oh, it can drift. Why is there a chair here? Shit! I'm gonna do this with the real one as soon as I get it too. Oh no, it was too high for it. The bumper, it does nothing. So actually I managed to dent the front edge. Well, it's a collectible. That is satisfying. Whoa, sorry. All right, let's go show Bogdan. But look. And look.
Damn. There's lights in the back too?
Yep, I already dented it. I've hit 3 table legs in our Cybertruck fashion.
Classic. Nice. Pretty slick.
Gotta charge the battery. That was pretty sweet. Does have some nice weight to it. I am disappointed it's not stainless steel. Yeah. You know? All right, let me know if you guys want a full review on this 1/10 scale, half scale, 1/5 scale, wait. If it's a 10th scale of a half scale, then it would be a 20th scale or a 5th scale. It's a 5th scale of our half scale or a 10th scale of the real scale. Or is it 2.5 scale of our half scale? Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this week's vlog. More behind the scenes stuff coming soon.
Hacksmith.store.